Hey, Batman and Robin. What are you guys doing?
Just routine crime fighting.
Would you like to come inside? I'm rehearsing.
Thank you, citizen, but our pursuit of justice allows us few diversions.
Oh,
Be seeing you.
hi, Robin. Hey, you guys come and catch my act sometime. I dig yours. All right, fellas, one more time. From a whippoorwill.
Shaboing boing. All right, let's go, folks. What's up, everybody?
What up, comic book fam?
Hey, it's us again, Lorenzo and my comic son, Circumstances, and we're here every Wednesday to celebrate New Comic Book Day and talk about the books we picked up and have a curated list of books that'll be coming out next week. And it's all brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. One of these days.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
So, the propers and the promos out of the way, we got some unfortunate news to talk about. Actually, you just told me about one of those things, and I knew about the other a while back, but you start with Empire? Because I'm not really up on Empire.
Yeah, I was live last night for my FOC and chill, and TM Nerdy came in the chat and asked if it was real that Empire Comics had passed away. And if you go to his YouTube channel and look at the community tab, you'll see the latest post is from his family notifying us that he passed away the night before. Yeah, it was a bummer for me. He had 2 kids. He had gone through some things, I know, with his wife passing away. And so he had a rough time. And this YouTube thing, this comic book community had really lifted him up. And it was sad. I was more sad than I would have expected to be about it. And I think it's because he's close to my age. And anytime they're close to your age, it feels a little more personal. It feels a little more like it could touch you. So rest in peace to Empire Comics. But we also lost one of our own here at the New Comic Book Day. Skip and Tosh was a guy that we got to hang out with on many New Comic Book Days. Who came through and said what up to us and hung out. And we were always appreciative of his time. If you go look at the YouTube channel Comics Are Dope, which used to be BJ Kicks, but now it's Comics Are Dope. He has a post talking about Skip and Tosh's passing and his relationship with Skip and Tosh, and really how he learned that the relationship that he had with Skip and Tosh in this community was not at all unique, that Skip had this community, or he had this relationship with many people in this community. He was just kind of a guy who really was reaching out and really just loved this medium in this community. And so I'm real bummed to hear about the passing of both, and I'm real sad that we're not going to see Skip in the chat on any more Wednesday nights. But if you have time, if you want to reminisce on him, I thought BJ Kicks did a real good job. So if you wanted to check that out.
Yeah, for sure. Man, the Skip and Tosh thing really hit me too. I wasn't familiar with the Empire, but I'm going to check out, see if I remember. I can see who he was. But man,
he was Skip a great speculator. He was hard on the spec, man. He was good.
Because the Empire, Empire, it rings a bell, but just a lot of creators in the community. But I just I'm not familiar with all of them. But I know Skip was a really big indie guy too, man. He was a lover of many books, including anything by Maxwell Prince. He had a great Ice Cream Man collection and everything by Maxwell Prince. omnibuses and rare editions and all that stuff. Man, he was really into that stuff. So man, rest in peace, both of those guys, man. It's a shame. It's just something that, you just think about how, all this that we love, all this community, in this community, all the comics and everything. It's just ephemeral, It's just like we are, we're here temporarily. It makes you appreciate the time you have here.
That's very true. But also, I've been thinking about how long we've been here. You've been here longer than I have. I've been here for 3 years. These people that I've known online exclusively, I've known them for a long time online now,
Yeah.
And I've just been really reminiscing on how affected I've been by Skip and Empire, these people who are not directly involved in my lives, but I'm still super affected because they're part of this community that I love so much. And it's nice to know that they exist even when they're not in my circle, in my vicinity. It's nice that they're out there and they could be, Skip wasn't here every Wednesday, but might be here. And that was super cool, and it's crazy how much it affected me and how much I'm realizing how much I really do appreciate this community, how much I need this community, how much it means to me.
Absolutely. A lot of good people in it. And to that end, on a little bit brighter note.
Shout out to the chat. Yeah, shout out to the chat. We haven't done that yet. We got James.
Oh, yes.
Here. We got some new
Forgot
names.
about the chat. We got Spicer McElroy. Spicer McElroy. Please forgive me. Forgive me. I'm known for butchering people's names. I don't mean anything personal.
I'm going.
But, McElroy. No, not McElroy.
We also got Zombie. We got Zombie in the house. We got 80s guy. 80s guy was out last night. Thanks for coming through, my homie.
Wow.
Of course, we got the lovely Miss Janet. We got Real Rude. Smoke weed every day.
You try to steal his thunder here, huh?
Smoke weed every day.
There we go. What's up, Rude? Man, good to see you guys. Good to see everyone here. And I went to
hanging out, guys.
I went to a Comic-Con this weekend. If anyone saw the video, I took some footage and sorry, it seemed like it was the video was like I just strapped it to the head of a Dalmatian and turned it loose into the convention. But I was trying to be on the down low with taking my videos. But I'll try to take a more steady cam next time. But it was I tried to squeeze as much in as possible without being too obvious and not not messing it up.
I thought it was a nice view of the con. There was a lot of things that you did editing wise that I really took note of, but because I've looked at my Planet Comic Con video and there's a lot of that I don't like about it, and there's some stuff that I like about it. So I've really been thinking about how I want to cover the next con, and really considering what videos do I need to have so that I can really build something interesting for the people. And I thought you did a lot of cool things. The major thing that you did that I was like, man, I really should have done this was freeing the frame and being like, all right, this is so-and-so, this is Sleepy Reader, I thought that was really good. And I definitely want to copy that. So great stuff. Check that out, guys, if you haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it was fun. The Washington State SummerCon, which I was not so up on. I would say up. I was not so enthused about maybe the last couple of years, but this year one became because there were so many good people there. First of all, yes, number one, the people. I mean, Bueller and Sleepy and Taco Tour Guide, man, all those folks there. Bronze Age Nerd, that's to name a few. And they're putting a lot into this show now. This show is growing. I mean, you got some heavy hitters. I think it was Jet C that said last week there was a lot of heavy hitters. There were a lot of celebrities. Yep, we got them. Comic book creators, Hall of Famers. Yep, we got them. So it was Steranko and Mark Waid. Lots of big names. Too many to name, but it was I didn't even bring. I was kind of like doing it on a budget this time, but I still had a great time. Next year, they're going to do the same thing. I'm going to save up and bring more money to get CGC and CBCS was there. So, man, it was just, it was a thing, man. I mean, Washington State is getting their stuff together. Glad to see it.
What up to Poke Joe, I tell you what, there's something to
Hey,
it.
Joe.
Like the magic of it. Like my second con, because my first con was the COVID year, and it wasn't a real con really. But my second Planet Comic Con, I got to hang out with Nick's Kicks and Comics. Pocan Joe was there, and Bobby Day. Like just a bunch of people were there, and we got to hang out and do the thing, and it just enhanced the con experience so much more over the previous year where I didn't know people, to where I was like, all right, this is my thing. I'm going to Heroes Con now, and I immediately went to Heroes Con the following June. And I wanted to do it again this year, but it's interesting that you said that the people really made it. You weren't necessarily pumped for it, but when you got there, the people made it so much fun, and I can identify with that so much. And last thing, like Poke and Joe, I went to Heroes Con last year, but a bunch more people went to it this year, and I really feel like they started something this year to where next year's Heroes Con is going to be even bigger, because I think the people who went to that thing tapped into that same thing that you tapped into, that same thing that I tapped into, and it's addicting, man. You definitely want more of it. So
Absolutely.
Looking forward to that. And speaking of the devil, we got
Speaking of
Bueller
which,
in the chat. What up, Travis?
What's up, Big B? Hey.
Good to see you, Travis. And if you have not heard, Travis, after years and years of being asked, Bueller has finally dropped some gear, some Comics with Bueller gear. So if you would like a shirt, I've seen people getting the shirts going around. I definitely have plans to get my own. But if you're trying to get some Comics with Bueller gear and represent the man, definitely check him out and get over there and get that purchase, man. I know it's going like hotcakes, so get in while you fit in.
Yes, sir. Reebok, man. It's quality gear from a quality dude, man. So yeah, it was.
That's right.
And I just like
travel.
Yes. And I was having such a senior moment finding the place, man. I had the wrong address into my my Navi system, and it was taking me around to the back of the. I didn't realize I was at the back of the fairgrounds. If I just went around the corner, I would have found the front of the fairgrounds. I thought I was at a different fairground somewhere else. I just went all over Puyallup trying to find the joint and finally found it. But once I got there, man, everybody that was there, I just like, whoa, man, this is great. I only got like an hour and a half left for the show on Friday, but it was the best hour and a half of a show I've ever done. It was so much goodness, man. It was just so fun hanging out with those folks, man. Everybody
definitely plan to go bigger next year, man.
Oh, and yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I could sneak out there. You never know.
Ooh, you heard it here first. Heard it here first, folks. Yeah, so let's check out these books I picked up. If I can find the right thing here. So, Thor.
First time.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm a little off today. Last issue of this run of Thor, number 35. First appearance of Heller, I'm sorry, the origin of that person whose name I can't pronounce. Only a couple of marvels. Yes, let's say hella. Yes, it was hella awesome. She-Hulk number 14. We're talking about this guy here who is the scoundrel. The scoundrel's origin is in this issue, so we know what this little philandering fellow here is going to be doing with She-Hulk.
Enjoying that run, man. I really.
It is nice. It is nice. I'm
Nothing
stacking.
Spectacular.
No, it's if you didn't like the TV show, you're probably not going to like the book because the book is very similar to the TV show. So be warned. But it's still good. I like the TV show, so that's me. I'm stacking and not reading detectives yet. It's on the list of stuff to read, but it's a great comic, I hear. Superman, I have read. I'm missing issue 3, so I'm backed up to issue number 3 now on this one. Can't wait to catch up with it because I heard some big stuff is happening in this issue number 5 here. I thought I'd be reading Superman. It's just one of the, it's not nothing wrong with it, but just that, I've been a Batman guy for so long.
Stuff. Never would have thought I'd read all this DC stuff I read now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, John Stout and Bullseye Bob were there too. But just so many folks, man. So many folks I met for the first time, man. It was so awesome.
Apparently Lorenzo was a wild man at dinner.
Was I?
7 beers, 10 shots of whiskey.
Oh yeah, you know me. Yeah. That's right. Yes, that's 100% true. Believe that. Yes. Oh, that's my buddy Bueller.
I've never known Bueller to be sarcastic or joke at all. So
Oh no, he's
I
always
believe
serious
it.
all the time, all the
I
time.
believe it.
Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 3. This is good too. I think I'm done with this book. I got 3 seasons of this. It's been pretty good, but I gotta make some cuts. Ha! And there he is. And speak of the man, and there he is. What's up, John Stout? Had a great time with you this weekend. All right, World Tree, number 4, B cover. Man, this is just an awesome book. What can I tell you? I can't wait to read this one. This
Number
is
3. Number 3.
Is it number
right?
3? Oh, my bad. Yes, number 3. Moving along faster than I should. Yeah, World Tree number 3, B cover. Whew, thought I missed one. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about this in the curated list, Dust. It was about a week or 2 late, but I finally picked it up because it finally came out. So can't wait to see what this is about. Another apocalypse. Rich folks up top, poor folks down below ground. We'll see what happens with that. You know the drill.
For that.
Harrower. This I think is last week's, but I was missing number 4. I picked up the number 4, 1 in 10 by Maria Wolf, and I want to read that one. I want to have this one to read so I can finish out this awesome horror series for all you horror fans out there. And I know you're out there. More horror from hell to pay, number 6, the end of this story arc from this awesome book, which not only has been optioned, but it's one hell of a read too. So check this out,
It's a
y'all.
trippy cover.
It is. It's the A cover. The other covers have been like very colorful. This one's been like, this is the one where I think the big L himself shows up. You know what that is. All right, so The Last Ronin, The Lost Years, number 4. To be honest, I haven't fallen behind on this and I haven't caught up. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be picking this up. Oh God, yes, I
What's
did.
this story?
Jim Steranko. Oh my God, the great man himself was there. Jim Steranko. I'd met him once before, like about maybe 20-something years ago at a con in the Midwest. Hasn't changed a bit. It's still the same old Jim Steranko, feisty as ever. And as soon as we walk up to him, Damien was going to get a print signed by him, and so he pays the amount, pays the money to get it signed. And I'm standing next to him, and he starts quizzing us, and he says, there's only 2 things that are truly American art forms. What are they? And he points at me like, jazz and yes, comic books. Yes, you got it, bingo. I think that made me and him, kind of tight right then and there. He gave me the fist bump and everything. So
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yes. And then Bueller walked up, and I think John Stout eventually walked up, and we started talking. And I turned around, it'll be like 10, 15 minutes later. And Steranko still has not signed his poster. He's still talking to him and telling him about, he's asking him all kinds of questions. He's like, and Damien was just not ready for this quiz, So he's just like, okay, yeah, could you please sign my poster so I can go down? Yeah. But he's a good dude,
Was
He's,
it-
yeah.
What was the poster?
Oh, it was one of his, it wasn't a superhero thing. It was like one of his things he had done, one of his side projects. It was like a black and white,
Was it the
like
calendar?
no, it was like a 11 by 17 print of a black and white. I think a scene from one of his books that he'd illustrated. I don't think it was anything you probably recognize, but he has a lot of stuff.
He was at Planet Comic Con, so I got to talk to him there, and I got something signed by him. I got a nudie calendar thing signed by him, which I actually love it. It was not a cheap signature.
Oh no, it was not. I was there to witness that. It was not. I was like, ooh, I'm glad I got mine a few years ago. Strong.
50
plus the print, yes. 50 plus the print, yeah. So yeah, I got a couple of books signed by him. Yeah. I got a couple signed for him free way back in the day before people started charging that much. So I consider myself lucky.
When you consider that he's 84 and he looks mobile, he looks lively, man, he's rocking and rolling.
Is he 84? Wow, yeah, he looks great. He still got his speed racer pompadour and everything. I wish I had that hair. Man, he dude's got a beautiful head full of hair. Yeah, so and he'll talk to you, as you know, as I just said, he will talk. So you in his line.
He will not take a picture, but no.
He will not take. I know that's why I was trying to be on the DL, man, with the cameras. I was me passing this. There's a little bit of Steranko right there. I caught that one little freeze frame of him, So, don't get mad at me, Mr. Steranko, please. I just wanted to, shout you out. That's all. But yeah, he's a guy. He's got thoughts. If you go to his Twitter, you can definitely see he used to be on Twitter all the time. Yeah, he's got some thoughts.
He's a little crazy, isn't he? He's a little crazy, isn't he?
He's eccentric, let's say. I think
I looked him up, actually. He's like QAnon and all that, right?
I don't know if he's into all that, but I know he's definitely into like all the Marvel and DC and all those people just trying to fuck you. I mean, you gotta get them first before they fuck you. But he's not wrong on that 100%. But I don't know about the other stuff outside the.
He gets into a lot of political stuff too. I know that.
Does he?
I don't know for sure that he's cute, but I know he's into that stuff.
Yeah, well, he's of that age.
Jim Steranko,
man.
That's how I feel. I'm like, he's 84 years old. Do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever the fuck you want. Because when I get to 84, I promise I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
Man,
I promise.
I've already started. Yes. Yeah. So speaking of lots of really, lots of saying whatever you want. Red Room, Crypto Killers, number 2. Haven't read number 1 yet, but I'm bound to catch up with it sooner or later.
I really enjoy the art. I look at the art really. I don't really read books for the art, but Red Room is one of those books that I do kind of read it for the art, just because it's so intricate. It's crazy the work that he puts into it.
Oh yeah. And the last couple I got here are from Dark Horse. The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. You remember that one? That's another James T. joint. So
James T.
James T. can do no wrong, and your eyes are mine. So I know you'll fight over him.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think I caught that one.
Yeah, check me out, guys. I'm funny. I'm trying to be anyway.
He is funny. Circumstances on Instagram. He is a meme machine. And the last one is, of course, Blue Book number 5. I think this is the end of the Betty and Barney Hill saga. We'll be moving on to another. Me too. The last one was so. I don't know if you read the last one. But the last one was excellent. The last one was Betty's account. Just binge them.
I have not read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I said this. I said this last time we talked about it, but like just reading this book for the first time and reading it as someone who believes what they're saying, which I've never done before, it's kind of trippy. Going and be like, you know what, this really happened, and just considering it that way, because I've never considered it as real before. Never. You've heard this abduction story many times, and I've never once in my life considered it as real. Never once.
Yeah,
not even as a kid.
They haven't gone into detail as much as they do now.
I do now.
Hey, hey, you're a convert. That's good enough for me. I mean, that's awesome. So let's move on to next week's stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey! Please stay tuned. This is a temporary. That's a temporary loss there for a loss of consciousness. All right, so Daredevil number. What is this number? 13. As much as I love Chip, I'll be kind of glad when this is over. Because I haven't been reading it. I haven't caught up on it. So he's doing more than one book at a time now. I'm focused on Batman, and I've been, with the indies that I'm trying to stay up on. Oh, and at the show, man, that's another thing. When Bueller was hosting this, he hosted a bunch of panels, and one of them was with Dan Didio and two other guys from DC who are currently still, one of them is still working with DC. Mitch Gerardis, I think, and one other dude who was an illustrator. But Didio just took it over, man. It was like the Dan Didio show. He was he was in the audience with a mic like Jerry Springer. He was like, "Hey, you, what are you reading?" Like, and I froze, like, cause I'm sitting right next to Damien, and he asked me like, "What are you reading right now?" And I was like, Batman."
Batgirl gave him some obscure title. What are you doing?
I couldn't, of all the titles that I know I'm reading, and y'all know I'm reading, I couldn't think of one
Lorenzo.
indie title.
I'm Lorenzo from Indie Comics and Reviews, and I would like to highlight the
I didn't want to be that much of a hog. But if I could just thought of one, and I thought about it later on, it's because I'm reading so damn many of them that they kind of just blend together. Now, if someone tells me, like, what's happening in No One, right? Oh, okay, I know what's happening there. What's happening in Blue Book? I could just reel them off like that. But if you just ask me cold, what's your favorite book right now? Go. Like, Batman. I just didn't have anything prepared to say because there's so many good books out there. But you asked me to give me a list.
Question for me. It's an easy question for everybody that knows me. Everybody that knows me could easily say, "Oh yeah, I know this."
Oh, of course. Something is killing the children, of course, right?
Yeah.
Erica
Slaughter. Yeah.
Erica Slaughter. Anything starring Erica Slaughter? Yes. Yeah. So DD coming to an end, I think, in July, maybe next month. Is it 14 or 15?
Well, I hear it's pretty good. I have this whole run, but I have not.
Me too.
I'm terrible.
I haven't read it since like issue number 2 or 3. So yeah, I gotta, Old Dog still going on.
Catching up, though. I'm working on catching up, and I'm reading Old Dog, and I'm actually liking this book, man. I'm enjoying it.
I love when you can catch up on them like that and just like, oh, this is awesome.
And just keep reading. I really prefer to just keep going, man. I really do. That's why I'm always behind because I like to just read them all at once.
I think, that's where the comics are. I probably mentioned this before. I think this is where comics are going. It's going to be, eventually it's going to be like bigger books, less publications, less floppies. It's going to be like some variation of the graphic novel, the trade paperback is what's going to be coming out more so than the floppies. The floppies are just too hard to keep up with and they're too expensive. That's one of the points that Didio was making. This manga is kind of kicking our butts with that because it's, bigger books and they're more affordable. I
think that single issues, and I've been thinking a lot about this, like how it's really not especially the way that I read, where I really do prefer to read a bunch at once. It's really not smart for me to collect single issues like I do. I really should trade weight, but I just really enjoy the game of collecting single issues. And what up, John? I don't know what he's talking about.
John's calling you out. He's just fucking with you.
SIKTC is the only book that I read on Wednesday.
Oh, you read that on the way out the shop before you get to the car even. Yeah.
I always read that book on New Comic Book Day. I don't wait around. I don't binge that one.
Yeah. We all get our favorites that we just like, we pick like that. But I got so many favorites, I can't name them. I got so many children, I can't remember their names. That's crazy. Stop having babies. All right, Spider-Man number 10. Okay, out of Spider-Man folks out there, is anybody enjoying this more than ASM? Because this seems to maybe have eclipsed ASM a little bit. Am I right on that, or am I just blowing smoke? I think this might be, the successor got. Yeah, but I think the Spider-Boy thing may have given this title a boost. So people are like, oh, something's happening over here now. Let's look over here because it's kind of chaotic over at ASM. 3 times a month or whatever the hell it is, and kind of all over the place. So I don't know. Just saying. This might be a new thing in the Spider world. Discuss. I know.
gave
I know.
up on it.
I know. Doctor Strange is back. Doctor Strange. This could be. This could be the best Doctor Strange series since the '60s, '70s. I don't know. I mean, you got McKay writing it, so it's been pretty good so far. Are you on this, or are you not a Doctor Strange person?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not on it, but I kind of wish I was, because isn't Jed McKay writing it?
Yeah. So
that
yeah.
makes me kind of wish I was on it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that art. Who is that art?
That's covers are still by the great Mr. Ross himself, not me, but Alex Ross. Yes, the great Alex Ross is still doing those covers.
Lorenzo, Alex, tomato.
I know, right? You know, I'm a whiz at watercolor. You know me. And the B cover is by Lanil Francis Yu, which is very, very retro to the old days, the old Doctor Strange look. All right, folks. Night Terrors begins with Batman, and there's a gang of Night Terrors. Yeah.
So what is this?
Yeah.
What do you know about this?
I know that I think they're trying
Night
to
Terrors.
incorporate this year's big crossover event. Like 2 years ago, it was Death Metal round 2. Last year was something I didn't participate in. I think it may have been the some crisis was last year, right? Some kind of crisis. But a lot of DC folks are saying they're going to skip this. Yeah. I think a lot of DC folks are saying it was. It was I don't remember. I know there's
a Lazarus Project, but that was this year.
Lazarus came later, yeah. But it was the one right before that. I guess it was like a used car, event. You're in one and you just left one and you're headed toward one. It's always an event. So when there's too many events, they don't become specials anymore. There's too many, you want to.
God bless you if you're trying to get all of these. Holy shnikes, man.
No,
you're
sir.
Buying a lot of comics. If you're trying to get everything.
Ooh. And that's the plan, Stan, to get you to buy all those books. Yeah, John, I know you're gonna be getting it, man. I know you love your Batman. I love him too, man. But I'm sticking with that main series, and maybe the Batgirls.
Are you getting just Batman, or are you getting First Blood, Poison Ivy, Joker, Ravager, Black Adam? I don't even know who Ravager is.
Exactly. I'm getting Batman, Detective. I was on Batgirls for a long time. So like 3 titles for sure. But then I got so many other titles, I don't know. I mean, hey, let me know how it is if y'all check it out. But there's many Night Terror events going on with many different titles. Look who's back again. Your sister to SIKTC, the sister book, Grimm. Let's go get a rise out of him.
I wouldn't go that far. Man. Let's be reasonable.
What's up, Beckerman?
Beckerman?
Oh, man.
I know AEW's hot right now, so it's a big deal for him to take a little time out for us.
I know.
Thanks for coming through, Beckerman.
We're doing a commercial break or something. He said, yeah, I just shout out and get back to my wrestling. Wrestling, man.
Forbidden Door event or something. I guess it was pretty lit.
Oh, it sounds ominous. And there's a 1 for 25 for this Grimm. Don't know who the artist is here. But it's got the rocker dude there. And then there's this Danny cover of a 1 for 50. Man.
One thing about League of Comic Geeks that took me way too long to realize is that by default it's sorted by pull list. So the top book is the one with the people have the most in their pull list. I mean, it's obvious, but I never list. It's called most pulled. That's what it is. I just never realized, the top one's in the most pulled books, which is interesting to think about.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I didn't know if they were going by that or just random
change it to
popularity. Okay.
Yeah, you
okay.
can change it to different things, but the default is most pulled. For example, this next week we're looking at Daredevil would be the most pulled.
The most pulled? Okay.
X-Men. followed by X-Men, followed by Thor Annual, followed by Venom. So that's an interesting thing to look at.
And it's usually dead on, I guess, with the most popular books too. Well, it's being pulled makes it popular, but yeah,
Right, because a lot of people, including myself, use this website for their pull list. Like when I go into my shop, I'm checking my pull list on League of Comic Geeks to make sure I'm not forgetting everything. So I think people, so they're basing it on people like me who are putting, and other people have this. League of Comic Geeks is hooked up directly with their shop. So your pull list on League of Comic Geeks is your pull list with your shop, which it would be really nice to be able to manipulate your own pull list.
yeah. I like the way it's laid out like that, but that way I always find the penultimate books at the end of the list. People may not have heard of those books, you know. So I can search the bottom.
Those are the least pulled. They're always the least pulled. Yeah.
Yes. That's why I try to highlight those because, like, hey, y'all should be looking at this too. It looks interesting. Yeah, John. I mean,
doing the Lord's work.
Thank you. Yeah, Phantom Road. I'm caught up on Phantom. It's one of the few titles I'm caught up on. I read number 4, I think, recently. This is trippy as hell. But it's it's a little bit like with the upside down aspect of Stranger Things. A little bit like that. I don't know if you've checked it out yet, but it's kind of got that same vibe going on. But they haven't revealed what the big thing is. Yes.
Speaking of Stranger Things, I'm devastated to learn that that production on that one's been halted because of the strike. So we're gonna have to wait even longer for Stranger Things finale.
Man, all the kids would be
lit, though, dude. I'm gonna cry. I guarantee you, I'm gonna cry.
Let's hope that all the kids are not already married and with kids by the time the show gets back on the air. So yeah. It won't be a long time.
Yeah, playing kids, but they're 35.
Yeah, I know. Like what is it? 90210.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm 60, but I'm still trying to pretend like I'm a teenager.
Hello, fellow children.
Yeah, I know. And there's a David Aja B cover that looks very, very spooky. No one is above the law, and I am no one. And No One number 4 is coming out next week. Last issue, it was a lot thrown. It was a lot to take in last issue. It was a lot like they were trying to I think something big going to happen maybe this issue because they were trying to get a lot of information. It was almost like reading the podcast in the book because there was so much stuff thrown at us. Like, whoa, these names. I got to go back and check the references of who's this character again, who's that character. Because, the whole month in between, you forget that stuff, right? So I'm figuring it's just heading toward a climax now. We find out who the hell No One is. This has been an awesome book, man. This is something a lot of folks don't know about, but check it out. You can find the back issues. Well, sometimes you can find maybe second prints and stuff like that, but this is the bomb. And there's a Rod Reese. I think it's a B cover. Probably not a virgin, but it looks awesome.
Probably not a virgin. Maybe.
Oh, it's my jam. 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 Love everlasting. Oh man.
No, you didn't. You got to say it right.
I didn't. Say, and now, love everlasting.
There we go.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Yes. So this book is so awesome, man. I'm glad I stuck with it. It was weird. I think of John's friend Robert was into this too, and we were kind of like, yeah, this is so awesome, man. People are missing out on this. This is it was weird at first. It's still weird. It was hard to understand, but the last couple of issues has been like a lot has been explained, and this is definitely a book that will look good in a trade too. Whenever the trade comes out, yeah, for real though, yeah. Whenever the trade comes out, get this, man. Because you can read it in one sitting, it'll make a lot more sense to you. Let's see what's next. Where are we? Here we are. Cap. I guess Cap comes to an end. They're gonna start it. Oh, good. But you're gonna end with the legacy number 750. But then they're gonna go ahead and you know what they're gonna do, right? Reboot. In another couple of months, there's gonna be another Captain America #1 because we all asked for that. So there it is, folks. Deal with it. It's just
Yeah,
it's the thing that we have to deal with being Marvel fans. John Cassidy has several variants. This one's the nicest one, I think. The blue one. Mm-hmm.
So the two books are going to become one again? Because there are two books right now.
I think they're going to reboot Cap's book and just cancel Sam's book. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, that's what I heard. That's what I hear, through the grapevine. I don't have my finger on the pulse, but I do hear some things here and there. And there's a shout out to, I know, this is a JR Senior 1 for 50 hidden gem. This looks great.
I kind of really like that. I kind of really like it. I don't know if I 1 in 50 like it, but I do really like it.
Since it's the last issue of this run, it may be available for way less than ratio. So if it is, I know you and I will be looking for it, right?
You're damn right.
Yeah. What's up, Gabriel? Yeah, so...
Hey, what up, homie?
And then there's a 1 in 100, George Perez, which is very clean and sharp. I don't know what... this is from obviously from old art, but I can't place where it's from exactly. But it looks... it's very, very, very... Man. It's like JR Jr. and Perez's art, man. You can tell those iconic styles just by looking at them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, look at this. This, oh, man. And this is something that definitely Skip will be picking up. This is another Maxwell Prince joint. This is Martin Simmons is doing the interior art. And this is Swan Songs. It's going to be an anthology. And the subject of it is going to be endings. Like endings of different things like death, divorce, ending of you name it. It's in all kinds of endings played in a different way. And if you know anything about Maxwell Prince, he's always finding new ways to tell stories. So this is, again, one that I missed. It's on Image. I don't see how I missed that. I usually check out Image for sure when I'm doing my pre-orders, but I'll be looking for this. There'll probably be plenty of them as well. So I don't think it'll be, because everyone knows Maxwell Prince now, and Image makes big print runs. So this will be available.
Shout out to Skip and Tosh, yeah.
Absolutely, man. And then there's a...
one thing I want to say about that Captain...
Mm-hmm.
That Captain America it's
Which
surprisingly low on the pull list.
Oh, the cap?
List, it's really low.
Mm.
Like, not a lot of people are pulling that one, it seems.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that means that by that, there will be less 1 in 50s and 1 in 100s, right? If that's the deal. Yeah. So they may be harder to come by.
More people are pulling Night Terror Black Adam than they're pulling that Captain America 7.
That's crazy. That's
kind of crazy.
It is
I
very
think
crazy.
DC is just better. I think that shit kind of shows it.
Yeah. So it's Nimitz Malavia is doing a B cover for that Swan Songs book as well. And then there's a 1 in 50 Martin Morazzo and O'Halloran variant.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I am part Irish. You should know that. That's Mosley. Mosley, number 5. I think this is the end of the series. At least.
Wow, this one's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's I'm loving this. I think I'm maybe 1 behind, so I need to read number 4 before I can catch up with this. But this has been pretty good too. The old janitor dude who hates technology. This is Rob Guillory's cover here. He's the artist on. No, he's the writer. I'm sorry, he's the writer on this book, and he's doing a B covers for it. And it's a Combatus 1 for 10 as well. So there's a 1 for 25 Inhyuk Lee, which looks pretty awesome. I may have to get this. I may have to find this somewhere.
That is
Especially
cool.
if it's a virgin too. That looks great, man. Sometimes he can just
Probably be pretty cheap too
yeah,
for a title like that.
yeah. Sometimes some of his titles, he's always doing great work. But like just recently, I haven't put the video up yet, but in my most recent mycomicshop.com unboxing, I got a Star Wars 35, like a C cover by him. I just ordered. I didn't even see the art before I ordered it. Like, I just ordered it because it's an Inhuck Lee cover. And when I got it, that is sharp, man. It's a sharp looking cover. I don't know what the name of the character is on it, but I'm just thinking like, oh, that is very dope. So this guy can nail it.
Part Irish by marriage. Yeah.
Exactly. That's right. I want the black Irish, like Sammy Davis, shaboing boing. Yes, my man. I love those cameos hanging out the window. You expect to see more of those, folks. I used to love to see those. In every episode, they'd be climbing the wall, like trying to pretend like they're walking up a wall. And meanwhile, the people that were actually lying down will sit up like this, and look out the window, like, "Hey, Batman, how's it going?" They lean back. It's so hilarious. It's so the whole low tech aspect of it, just so ridiculous. I love it. Oh, I skipped over this one here. Dead Box. Just to say that Dead Box number 4 is just now coming out. I swear to God, Dead Box premiered in 2021. I could be wrong on this. And they're just now getting number 4.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah, it sounds about right. So I'm pretty sure we were like in the midst of the pandemic when Dead Box came out. I've got the first couple of issues. I think I missed number 3. I thought I was just falling behind on it and had no hope of catching up. Well, I can catch number 3 now and catch right up. So number 4 is just coming out. It's about this red box video machine that gives out curse tapes. So this is something you might want to check out, y'all.
September 8th, 2021 is when number 1
Man.
came out. Mark Russell's a great writer, though.
Absolutely. It's a good book. It's been a cool minute, yeah, since Mark Russell has put this one out. But that's how stuff is going with the indies sometimes, man. Like still waiting for number 3 of Gangster Barista. I know it's coming. I'm hoping it's coming. I haven't heard anything about him going bankrupt, but
Do you? Yeah, do you know it's coming?
I can always hope that it's coming. You always point to the picture of everything else as a cautionary tale. Like, you thought that was coming out too, didn't you?
They keep tricking us on that one too, man.
For a while, they had it in the previews, like or
was on my list.
Yeah. For a while, what happened? I mean, did they lose funding or something? I don't know what happened, man. But man, you gotta support the indie comics.
Now that I'm thinking about it, T-Fall took it off my pull list because I had it on my pull list. I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Did you get your T-Fall bill today? And so, how was it?
Yeah. It was a.
Don't want to talk about
it. Kind of pushed it back up. We pushed it back up.
Yeah. Mine was like the last couple of months. I went back to them for a few things against my better judgment, and it was like $25, probably like 2 books. It's just the shipping and handling.
Yeah.
They're a little expensive on the shipping and handling.
Just for the special stuff that I want to make sure I get, I've been doing them,
Yeah, if I missed it, damn, I got to go crawling back to T-Fall now. Damn them. What's up, Southpaw Brad? they always come back.
Been a minute since I seen Brad. What up, homie?
I know. Welcome. All right, so this is one that some folks are kind of excited about. This could be pretty good. And the reason is Tula Lotte is doing interiors. She's doing covers, interiors, and some variant covers for this. So
I really enjoy her art.
Me too.
I'm probably going to give this one a go. And I like the writer. The writer's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Scott Snyder. Yeah, because I definitely have the A cover coming. But this is about 1918 airplane barnstormers. And it's like, I guess this couple. There's a guy and a gal, and and back then most people hadn't even seen a car, let alone an airplane. So this is like those daring young men and their flying machines kind of a thing. So this, I'm anxious to see what he does with this, because Snyder's a damn good writer. I mean, Lotte is an excellent drafts person too. So
Yeah, she has great covers.
Mm-hmm. And she's doing like
I like this cover.
Yes, and that's the A cover is her. This is Dave Johnson's B cover, and this is a C cover by Tula Lotte. Where does she have time to do all these damn covers and interiors on the whole book? I mean, man, if this book comes out on time, man, she is Alex Ross level. Yeah, I know. Carnival, whose first name I'm not aware of, is doing this cover here. It's very, very nice and romantic. Shotgun wedding and all that.
Hey, what up, Debuzo?
Hey, it's not hunting for options. What's up? Yeah. So this is who the hell is this again here? This is Jill Thompson. This is Jill Thompson's 1 for 10 of that cover. And
so you're telling me that Debuzo, this one has option possibilities. Let me buy 20 of them then. Let's go.
I think it. I mean,
never tell.
I think
never tell a child of the 90s
that. Yes. This is right. This is a 1 for 25, Jenny Frison, one of our other kick-ass female illustrators out there. This is awesome. Yeah, and this Barnstormers thing is ripe for being picked up. Man. It's got the romantic, thing, got the period piece. It's got the, it's gonna be some tragic ending, where probably one of them dies or something like that. So this is just headed for the screen in some aspect, and hopefully I'll pick up 50 copies, like you said, and get rich. I just only bought one copy of this, so I just hedged my bets on most of them. I've become a little bit wiser.
I can get them on Friday. Beckerman, I can grab them on Friday.
The next
tickets.
That's a wrestling event?
Central States Wrestling, yeah.
Oh. Wow.
We got my champ Jeremy Wyatt taking on the fake champ Dak Draper. What up, Truth and Faith?
Hey.
Coming through, dog. Good to see you.
Got that foil cover. It does sound like a great story.
I'm a sucker for the foil.
I know, man. When you get it, look shiny. You look all pretty when you get them. I don't want to put my fingers on this. It's no longer in pristine condition. You gotta have a reader copy if you're getting a foil cover. You can't read that foil cover. You just can't. That's a crime.
No,
it's a crime against humanity. And we got Little White Lie by Ray Fox and Mark Torres. There's a one-shot from Aftershock. Speaking of comics that you wonder if they will come out or not. What was that we were hoping they would come out today? That Brother of All Men. I didn't see that in the shop. I don't think Brother of All Men came out. What? The Sixth Protocol? You got that?
Protocol.
Yeah.
It actually came out today. I was surprised.
That's Aftershock?
Yeah, that's Aftershock.
What?
Been waiting for a while. For that one. What up, D'Artagnan?
Hey. Yeah, that prison cover is dope. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, maybe there's hope for the Brother of All Men. I know a lot of us are hoping for that too, but Little White Lie is a one-shot for $7. So they made a lot of great, maybe that's how they lost all their money. Because I don't think a lot of those one-shots sold very well. I was able to find a lot of them for discounted prices later on. And some of them were very good. But it's very ambitious of them to even make those size books because they look so good when you read them, but they're so expensive to make.
I kind of like them now. I didn't like them before, but now that I can easily get bags and board for them, I kind of like them, man.
Yeah,
I like reading them.
Yeah, it's more fun. I think. I mean, it's just fun to read the small ones too. But when you're older, it's just like the bigger pictures and the bigger print always look better. And when you're sitting down, in the lazy boy having a libation on a Saturday, that's always fun to read one of those big books.
I really do need to switch to trades, man. I need to calm down. I'm just
You know?
thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. I feel guilty about switching to a trade, because trades are so much better for us, But the shops really suffer with the trades because I guess they don't sell as much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I enjoy the hustle of the single issues, though. I really do.
I do too. But that's why I love 5-issue limited series so much, because that's the perfect number for me for floppies. And then get the collected trade if you want, or you just collect all 5, and that's it. That's the whole vibe of that book. It's done. No reboots of after 750 issues or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So weird work. In fact, I must have ordered this because this is right down my wheelhouse here, right in my wheelhouse. This is from these drawn by the famous British cartoonist Shaky Kane. This is his cover here. They've been described as somewhere between, I guess, I Hate Fairyland and maybe some kind of fantasy, thing like Dan Clowes would draw, who does a lot of fantagraphic stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking this up. I'm sure I pre-ordered the number 1 and probably the Shaky Kane order too, cover too. We're 10 trades in the last 2 months. Wow. Catch them on. They came out before I got. Yeah. That's what they're great for that, man. You get them all done, and if you want in one sitting, as long as you can sit there and read it, rather than waiting for a whole month and forgetting about the characters, and if you're like me, forgetting what you're reading. Like, oh yeah, I am reading that. It's nice to have it and be done with it. I read the Good Asian. The Good Asian, 10 chapters, 10 issues. I was able to read that in a day and a half. It wasn't easy, but man, once I read it, it was just like I've been to a movie. It's a great book, and sometimes when you have the whole story right in front of you, it's more enjoyable.
It is. That was Good Asian was a book that I reread like the first few issues a few times because you get your new issue and you can't even remember what happened before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd always have to go back and remind myself what happened.
Yeah, it's a very convoluted story too. It's it's kind of like the movie Chinatown with Jack Nicholson. If you ever seen that,
you gotta pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Book.
Yeah. So here's a Mike Allred version of that weird workbook. I'm all over that. And I probably have bought this one too. This is the Javier Rodriguez cover. This looks
that's interesting.
Super tight.
Interesting.
It is. Yeah. That's some thought went to that cover right there. I like that. And Jeff Darrow also has a cover for this book as well. So yeah, there you go. Good weird work, folks. Pick it up. Okay, survival number 3. Man, I got number 1. I got it on the top of the to-read stack. It's been there for a minute. Have not picked it up in forever. But man, I've been meaning to pick it up, and now it's looking like it's getting kind of crazy. It's about this, I think, plane crash, or is it people who are living in an isolated area in Alaska, and it's kind of very 30 Days of Night kind of a feel to it. Oh, Spicer! Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, that's another book that's under some folks' radar. That is down at the bottom of the list on the League of Geeks. So that's where you find a lot of the gems. Yeah, that's a good one. And he's also Kurt Piers, I think is how you pronounce his name, is also doing Indigo Children, which is pretty dope right now too. Completely different kind of story. Completely different. So he's showing me something as a writer. So anyway, I think this might be good, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't tell. But Sean Lewis, I know, is a good writer. I've read their stuff before. It's been pretty good. And Dan DDO, shout out, Dan, if you're watching. If you are, I'd be surprised. Frank Miller Presents Ancient Enemies, another spinoff of that series, The Greater Good. Man, this guy's writing a lot of stuff, and it looks like the later books that have been coming out from Frank Miller Presents have been normal priced, so maybe they're going to retool that whole $8 per issue thing. I hope so. I'll be able to explore them more if they do that. Yeah, for real. Yeah, that was that the hell was that one that we just saw? This one, Survival. Very 30 Days of Night. All right. Now, in the description, they said that this is from an idea by Gene Simmons, but it's actually written by someone else and, of course, drawn by a whole different team of people. But it didn't really give me a lot to go on other than it was written by Gene Simmons. So if you're a hardcore Gene Simmons fan, this might be a must-have. But for me, I'm going to need a little bit more to go on. So I don't know exactly what this... I don't know if I ordered it. I probably didn't. But we'll see about that. So, yeah, Gene Simmons had an idea one day. Hey, got an idea for a comic. You know, I got a lot of money. I'm going to pay some people to do it. You know, yeah, had it done. So good for him. Wish I could do that shit.
Yeah, it looks to me like they're just trying to use it. It looks to me like they're just trying to use his name, yeah. Because they're not giving him writing credit.
No. I mean, he just, you know, he's got top billing right across the front. Like, that's what the writer's name goes, right?
Yeah. I smell bullshit.
Bullshit. Sounds like bullshit to me. And then there's a 1 for 10 by Joseph Listener. If you're a Cry for Dawn fan or some other Dynamite books, this guy does a lot of dope covers, and he's done interiors too. But he's known for his covers now. He's got that cover gig going on. So this is a 1 for 10 if I could find for less than the ratio price, which I bet I'll be able to. I might pick this up just for that cover. But man, we've been moving along really quickly. I mean, gosh. I mean, it is 7 o'clock, but guess what time it is, Marcus?
Oh, really?
It is that time already? Yeah. So hey, it's that magical time, folks. The penultimate book of the week. And this week, that book is Under the Influence. And what is Under the Influence, you might say? Let's check it out.
Getting fucked up.
Exactly. Hey, penultimate princess. Yes.
A teenage sociopath, Paul Kozak, has accidentally created an internet cult called the Hot Dog Party. When a prank turns deadly, the FBI sends an undercover agent, Kara Cole, to investigate and infiltrate their ranks. Now, Kara battles against real stakes, fake news, and memes in a character-driven story about power structures and the communities you build. This is a story about click-to-follow cultism during the age of social media.
And I'm all about that. Anything that just lampoons all that. Hey, good to see you, John. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it is very cool, man. Yeah. Very cool. I love the boozle. The boozle. And now, it's a great event.
420 break.
Yes. 420. Yeah, it's 420 somewhere. You know that's right. So, this looks like it's from Mad Cave. Love me some Mad Cave, man. So looks like this kid comes up with this thing, and it gets out of control. Imagine that in the age of the internet, where the influence is just craziness and nonstop likes and clicks. So this is something I hope I pre-ordered. If I didn't, I'll be looking for it. If I didn't,
man, it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So check this out, folks. It looks like it could be a sleeper. All right, so the final book I hold in my hand, as Johnny Carson used to always say, the final book. Yes. I know that's over all y'all's heads. Nobody remembers that show at all. But this book is the Duchenne Smile.
Damien when you need him.
I know. Damien gets it. The Duchenne Smile. So the Duchenne Smile apparently is a thing that was first, I guess, propagated by this guy who was a doctor and a researcher, Dr. Guillaume Duchenne, and he became obsessed with smiles, and he decided that the only true smile is only formed when you use your eyes to smile as well. That's how you can tell a real smile from a fake smile. That's why a lot of politicians' smile, you can tell right away, are not Duchenne smiles. They're just like plastered on faces of sociopaths. But I digress. So this is going to be something by your friend and mine, Damian Connolly. Damian Connolly, shout out, man. Yeah, I know you're keeping it real. Damian Connolly, God damn it. Damian Connolly has got his brand, he's got his vision, he's got his types of books, and damn it, he's doing the work. So
that's gonna be no.
Yeah, for you, I know. But it's a one shot, so I will definitely check it out, folks. This is who's this from? This is from Red Blood Moon. Blood Moon Comics. Thank you, Blood Moon. Usually he's down with Sumerian, but he's
Behemoth, right?
Yeah, Behemoth. Yeah. So he's spreading out and doing other stuff.
You promised me darkness.
You promised me darkness. To you, yes. But many folks loved it, and I know it's in the dollar bin. But and Into the Darkness followed that,
many
and
people loved it. All right.
So don't listen to this guy, folks. If you like your indies, go ahead and check out the Duchenne Smile, because just based on that name alone, it sounds like
check your nearest dollar bin. It'll be there in a couple of months.
It'll be there in a couple of months, but I might not be able to wait. So that's going to do it. I mean, that's all, and we finished pretty close to on schedule this week, folks. Thanks
and
for
the chat
everybody
was popping tonight. We had some new names. We had many of the regulars came through tonight, man. It was good, man. So I appreciate y'all coming through. And once again, rest in peace to Skip and Tosh, one of the homies that used to come in through and hang out with us on Wednesdays, man. Sad to hear him go, but really appreciated that I know who he is, and we got that time that we did. Yeah.
It was so weird because this Saturday, as I was buying books, I ran across this ice cream man cover that I've been hunting for such a long time. And I was, I got this. And I just thought about Skip. For some reason, I thought, like, I know Skip's probably already got this. And it's so weird that you hear about this. You tell me about it yesterday. So, man, shout out Sky Point to those guys. And we miss you. And to their families, prayers. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by. And we'll be doing this again, God willing, next week. Life is short. So hopefully we will all be here next week. And yes, indeed, Truth. Hopefully,
here for a good time, not a long time.
That's pretty much what it is. Yes. Hey, thank you, Spicer, for being here and for watching the videos, and for all the rest of you folks. Be sure to check out Surcam on Instagram at Surcam Stances, and on YouTube where he's got us. I still owe you another a comic book stories, but I haven't forgot about you.
I've been slacking on getting people in the studio. I need to get back on it though.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff, man. You're doing good to do what you do. You're a father. You work, and you have a full-time job as a celebrity. So
well, you're a comic book father, and I appreciate you, Dad. Thank you.
Bless you, son. Bless you, son. I'm glad to have you. So thanks to everybody, and have a great week. And hopefully we will see you again next week. Until then, have a great week and enjoy your comics. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.